Welcome back. I'm Tara Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and this is my take 2 on the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. The first video I did put up using it was awful. It was really fucking awful. It was my first time ever filming anything, editing anything, posting anything. So yeah, that video was shit, and I decided, like, you know what? It relaunched. People are still talking about it. Why not do it again? Do a better look, something more creative, more fun. And I've been abusing this palette. Like, it is honestly one of my favorite ones that he's put out. Androgyny was my favorite palette. I won't lie, when Beauty Killer came out, I bought it just to buy it, but I was kind of like, okay, it's cute. But when Androgyny hit, I was like, bitch, yes. And then Blood Sugar, oh my god, look at that. That's just amazing. I'm probably gonna hit pan in this so much faster than anything else. To create this look, I also did use some of the Beauty Killer palette. I honestly only used China White. I have abused this color. I'm actually hitting pan on it. I did also use this foiled finger paints from Tarte. I mostly used Stranger and this gold one right here. I did use the Tarte one up here on my lid into the top part, and then I did use it on the bottom, but then I put a lash on and covered it, so sorry about that. Instead of my regular foundation routine, I did use something more fun, and I finally got to use my Deep Freeze highlight from Jeffree Star. This thing is like amazing. I feel like I'm just glowing all over. Because you know me, I like to be wet. Sorry, my dog ran out of the room. She totally distracted me. I was like, what is she doing? Isn't she just the most? Oh, I love you. No, don't lick the face yet. So this is Roxy. She's very camera shy. And she's more antisocial than me, so isn't that funny? Did you like the look today, Roxy? No? She didn't like it. She doesn't like me, honestly, too much anyway. I did have a lot more fun this time around using the Blood Sugar palette. The first time was my first time ever using it, and I did love it. But the video was shit. The quality was shit. Go back and look at it. It's awful. So I was like, let's do take 2 and see what we can create. So yes, I did use all 3 of these palettes today to create today's look. I did use my Mirror Paradise water activated colors to create this blue skin. Give myself some very Twi'leka vibes. If you know what that means, then yes, you're probably a geek too and had no friends growing up like me. Let's dip back into the Blood Sugar palette for the second time and create today's look. As always, I've already done one eye, and I'm going to go ahead and start the other one. I am going to actually dip into the Beauty Killer palette and go into China White to set on my eye. I've already primed it using the MAC paint pot, so now we're just going to go ahead and set it with China White from Beauty Killer. We're going into Tongue Pop. I'm going to go ahead and set this all over here to blend it out, just in the middle of my crease. I'm going to go ahead and go into Cavity. And I'm just going to kind of blend it up here in the middle, bring it just to the center of where we meet with Tongue Pop, but not all the way over. Take Cavity again and just add it to this side. Blend it up. I take my brush here and dip into glucose because I do want this part to pop out a little more. So I'm going to add that just right in the center. Take a blending brush and just kind of lightly blend it all. Oops. Do Fresh Meat just to deepen up the inner part of this crease. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to dip into the Candy Floss from Blood Sugar. Add that all over the lid right here. And I'm going to go into this foiled finger paint palette from Tarte. I love this thing so much. And I'm going to dip into Gold Colt. I'm actually just going to use my finger and tap this all over the lid on top of Candy Floss. Then I'm going to go into, I'm guessing this one's called Stranger, and I'm going to use the light side of this one, also with my finger. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it all over the lid, but I'm also going to bring this one up to the center part. Next, I'm going to take my Urban Decay pencil in Woodstock, Root Canal. I'm going to blend all over where I put the liner. So I'm going to turn over again and go into a coma, but I'm only going to put that on the end and the inner corner of the eye also. But I'm going to take Fascinating by MAC and add that in my waterline. Today I'm going to go in with Benefit's Roller Lash. Okay, so that's it for the eyes right now, and I was thinking of doing something different for foundation. So let's see what we do. So for today for foundation, I want to go in using Mehorn Paradise. This is a palette. I'm going to go into this bluish color here. These are water activated, and how pigmented that is. I always use these anytime I do my skin a natural color. So this is a little time consuming, but the payoff is really, really amazing. I'm just dipping into that same color, just still kind of painting. Kind of using light brush strokes just because you don't want it to take off anything else you're playing on, because it does dry down, but the minute water hits it, it reactivates and moves again. I'm going to go ahead and start highlighting and contouring all this area. And I did just use the blue shade from Mehorn. I have done other colors. I've made myself purple, pink. What I do want to do next is make myself like yellow. I haven't done that color before. I have Bittersweet from Urban Decay. It's a kind of purpley blush. I'm going to use this to contour, and I'm going to pair it up with Fever from MAC, which is like a deep red blush. Okay, and contour like normally would. I'm going to start up here, except this time because of the blue, and it is a little harder to work with. I'm not going to brush too hard. I'm also going to be patting everything. Here from MAC, mine's really, really old, so it's kind of all hard on the top, and I usually have to scrape to get some shit out of it. I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to add this to the bottom. And with the shivering white, I am taking very little at a time to kind of blend out over here to kind of give myself a highlight. I put way too much on this side, so I'm going to have to fix that right now. And I am going to go back into Fever, and we're just going to contour my jaw. So I'm going to take some of the water, activate the light blue shade, go ahead and set it with a shivering white from MAC, just so it pops out even more. Contour my nose, I am going to dip into Breath of Plum from MAC. It's one of my favorite blushes ever. The whole point of contouring your nose is to make it look smaller, so I always kind of bring it in going on top of my nose. I see so many other queens who like start contouring their nose up on the sides right here, and it makes your nose look even bigger, and it just defeats the whole purpose. It looks really ugly. Why do you want a Squidward nose when you're trying to look more fish? Ha, I just realized I'm Squidward's color. But I still don't want that big ass nose. So I just did do a show with Detox from RuPaul's Drag Race. She was really, really nice. Her station was next to mine. Got ready. I didn't honestly talk to her too much. I didn't want to bother her while she was getting ready, but she was super, super nice. She was really funny. Talked a little kind of about Drag Race and just whatnot. Me and her both have a love for 80s bullshit, and I am just so obsessed with everything 80s music, horror movies, fashion, makeup. I love the 80s. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this out just a little more because it looks a little ratch. And to highlight today, I'm going to go in a deep freeze from Jeffree Star, which is the blue one. I guess when I use this when I have regular makeup on, because I am more of a medium skin tone. It's like I got punched in the face, so I mostly use it for like looks like this or just like an eyeshadow. Bitch, that looks so good. I'm like obsessed with this right now. Wow. I will be going to Aja next week, not performing, but just as an audience member. I'm actually quite fond of Aja. I love her style of performing. I like her drag. I think she's entertaining. So I'll be doing that. Maybe I'll film a get ready with me and film like what goes down at the show. I think that would be fun. More deep freeze. I'm kind of highlight this whole area of my mouth. I'm taking full advantage of having blue skin, and I'm finally being able to use this highlight without it looking like a bruise on me. And for lips, going to go ahead and start off with my MAC Prep+Prim Lip Primer. And I'm going to go into MAC Vino Lip Liner. Next, I'm going to go in with Abuse from Jeffree Star. This is the older one I have because it's not scented. And I'm going to go ahead and add a Fenty lip gloss on top. This one is from the holiday collection. The sticker on the bottom peeled off, but I think this one is called Astro-Naughty. I was fucking obsessed with these. I didn't get the orangey one. I forgot what that one is called. I really wanted it, but it sold out. I am honestly really obsessed with Fenty. I'm so happy with everything that has come out from her so far, and can't wait to see what's next. I am all about those body lavas, and I do want to get them. Bitch, these two paired together are fucking amazing. This is Abuse from Jeffree Star, topped with Astro-Naughty from Fenty. It was a holiday collection, so I don't think that's available anymore. I might have seen it on Sephora the other day on their website. I don't know if it's actually still available, though. But if it is, I say get it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my Sugarpill lashes, of course. Idle, I'm going to put these on the bottom, and I am Heiress on top. So I'll be back, and I'll come back with lashes, a wig, an outfit change, and we'll go over everything. So this is the finished look. I did go ahead and do take 2 using the Blood Sugar palette. Not because the palette sucked, but because my video fucking sucked. So that I'm getting a little better as we go along, so please stick with me. Hope you guys liked today's look I created. I'm giving myself really alien vibes. I was trying to go for more demon, but whatever, aliens are good too. Look, I feel like my face looks like a pound of Play-Doh and I'm living. So I hope you like the look I created today. Go ahead and check out my other videos to see other things I've created. I do everything from beauty, fantasy, FX, gore. I'm going to be doing a lot more creative things on here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out. So until next time, I'll see you girls later.